Hello, everybody, and welcome to the celebration of progress. Tonight, we are opening a new chapter to Audi's history. Tonight, we will make Vorsprung durch Technik come alive. And as progress is at the heart of everything we do, it's time to celebrate the next milestone, the next icon, the Audi e-tron GT. I've spent more than 30 years in the car industry, and I'm convinced that the car we are revealing tonight will excite the world. But first, let me introduce our board member responsible for sales and marketing. Welcome, Hildegard Wortmann. Hildegard.
Wow, thank you very much, Markus. That looks marvelous here. Thank you, and good evening, everybody out there in the world. I'm really happy to welcome you to the celebration of progress. At Audi, we are living progress, and we love to create things that the world hasn't seen or heard of. Fortunately, there are lots of people out there who share our mindset. And we've invited them to celebrate with us. Tonight, I'm really pleased to announce a woman who rewrote the rules in her genre. She's an actress. She's a songwriter, and she is a marvelous singer, who, just like us at Audi, is living progress by continuously setting new standards. We are happy to have her with us here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Janelle Monáe.
Tonight we celebrate. I'm Janelle Monáe, live from the future. Woo! Are y'all ready to party? No. Some people talk about you like they know all about you. When you get down, they doubt you. And when you tipping on the sing, yeah, they talking about it. Cause they can't tip on the sing what you talking about it. Cause baby, whether I'm high or low, baby, whether I'm high or low, I got to tip on the tightrope.
Progress is to do something different, to come up with something nobody else did before.
Whether I'm high or low.
Building something that really fascinates you and you are never tired of it.
Now let me see you do the tightrope.
Most attractive Audi ever.
See, we not walking on it, or trying to run around it. This ain't no acrobatic. You either follow or you lead. Yeah, I'm talking.
Future is an attitude. Everything we do today is for a better tomorrow.
I got to keep my balance and just keep dancing on it.
Today, we are more than ever also game changers.
Like a star on the screen, watch me tip all on it. Baby, whether I'm high or low.
When you take the technologies of tomorrow and you combine that with creativity from today, I think that there's magic to be had.
Baby, whether I'm high or low.
Passion
Baby, whether I'm high or low.
and action creates progress.
Only those who can embrace the future can create it.
I said you can't get too high. I said you can't get too low. Ha, cause you get too high. Ooh, you shouldn't be low now.
For me, teamwork is very important. It's a key to success.
e-tron GT is one for our time.
Yeah.
I think electric mobility is the future, for sure.
Electric cars are the way to a more sustainable mobility.
I think everyone's ready for electric mobility.
The e-tron GT is a true embodiment of our Audi DNA.
Wow, Markus, what a performance of Janelle Monáe, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, as we are having so many like-minded people who are living progress with us tonight, I think we can use some professional support here on stage, Markus, for our celebration of progress. A lot of people know him anyway, and he has guided viewers through so many shows in the past. Please welcome with me and say hello to Stephen Getjen. Stephen, good evening.
Thank you very much for having me. Good evening. What an amazing stage. Thank you, Hildegard. Good evening, Markus. Ladies and gentlemen, I too would like to welcome you to the celebration of progress. So, welcome. And Markus, I have to admit it, please do not get mad at me. I've been eavesdropping backstage because this is so exciting. And I heard that this day is very special to you.
Yeah, that's right. I've spent my whole career in the automotive industry, and I still get excited about the possibilities technology holds. For example, with a new architecture, new electric drivetrains, charging within minutes, and certainly connectivity. And what also excites me is the spirit at our Audi team. I'm surrounded by people eager to create a new form of mobility, and the audience will see one very good example tonight.
True words. And we are very excited about what will happen tonight. And Hildegard, that brings me to you, because as far as I realized, you have also learned a thing or two about creating and building suspense. So honest to your heart, tell us. I mean, this is not only about launching a new car. I mean, this is bigger. It's about creating and launching a new era for Audi.
Yeah, that's true, Stephen. I think it's fair to say it is a very special moment for all of us, for all the Audianas here tonight. And as the changes go ahead, I think you clearly see for Audi, future is an attitude. It's the mindset of the people at Audi. You know, we call ourselves the Audiana, and we are all aware that the future isn't something that just happens, you know. The future is something we have to create. We have to create it, and right now.
Yeah, true. Our electrification roadmap is clear-cut. We will introduce more than 30 electric models until 2025, and 20 of them fully electric. So in April, we will present our first electric car in the compact segment. So this will be another highlight of this year.
That's true. And I think, Markus, we can say Audi wants to be the driver of change and not be driven by it. At Audi, we're living progress, which is the DNA of our brand. And it is reflected clearly in our mindset. But you know what? There is no better man to tell you about how we bring that mindset across than Henrik Wenders, who leads the Audi brand globally. Welcome, Henrik.
Thank you, Hildegard. Gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, at Audi, we are living progress. To us, tomorrow isn't something we wait for. Instead, we are inventing it day in, day out, so we can change it for the better. At this celebration of progress, we are bringing together like-minded people who do not stop to inspire and innovate. They're all passionate about shaping the future, just like us.
Well, talking about passion, building a better tomorrow is not something that we can just dream about. It needs to be created, and it needs to be created right now. And that the brand communication accordingly has to be future-oriented, as we sometimes shape the future already here and today.
Yeah, especially in the car industry, with our development cycle, we have to create cars which enter the market in 5 years. So you always have to anticipate the future and think ahead.
And exactly this future orientation is the key element of our brand communication with the hashtag Future is an Attitude, which brings Audi's mindset into the world, from America, across Europe, over to Asia. And the e-tron GT, of course, is the next element of the campaign, in which it's going to be presented by 3 like-minded protagonists who are making films and fashion never seen before, and music never heard before, just as we create cars never experienced before. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet them.
Passion and action and noble intention creates progress. Passion creates progress.
Sustainability and high fashion make perfect sense when they work together.
It's just mind-blowing to work with a material that is grown in a laboratory
And then to see how we can design and how we can make that into something that translates into fashion.
Being a part of the LGBTQI+ community is a great honor. Progress isn't either or. You guys may or may not know this, but I am an android. And androids love electric cars. What's your story of progress?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to have a like-minded man with us tonight, and we're really happy he found the time. It's a pity, though, he can't be with us, but still, I'm very happy to have him on the screen. Welcome with me, Tom Hardy in London.
Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry. I wish I could be there in person tonight, but it is an honor and a privilege to be part of the show.
Thanks for joining us virtually tonight, Tom. I know about you and Audi. Could you share the story with the audience, please? I love it so much.
Yeah, I go back with Audi a good 12, 13 years. I just started out in my career, and I was expecting my first child. And a lovely lady called Tonya Melli, who works for Audi, she found out that I couldn't drive. So she offered very kindly, on behalf of Audi, to teach me to drive, and they taught me to drive. And I was able to, I was able to drive to the hospital to witness the birth of my first child.
I love it. Thank you, Tom. As you know, our latest campaign is all about living progress and hashtag future is an attitude. What's your take on it?
Well, certainly you could say that I'm a regular in the future to some degree, given my role in Inception, a movie that when I read it, I didn't quite understand it. And then, if I'm honest, I still don't understand it. However, when I read the script, I knew that Chris Nolan had created something incredibly special, in the same way that I know that what we're about to present tonight is equally special.
Tom, we are just seconds away from a new era of Audi. Would you please do us the honor?
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the new, fully electric Audi e-tron GT.
Electric lady, you're a star. You are my star. You're kinda classic, kinda crazy. Ha. But you know just who you are. You got the looks the gods agree they wanna see. All the birds and the bees dancing with the freaks in the trees. And watch the water turn to wine out of space and out your mind. Ooh, shock it one good time. Electric lady, get away now. 'Cause tonight we gon' do what we want to. Lady, get away now. Woo! Electric lady, lady, I said lady. Woo!
What a beauty! What an entrance! Janelle Monáe, Hildegard, Marcus, congratulations. Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Stephen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Audi e-tron GT. This is where passion, courage, and curiosity come together and progress emerges. The car symbolizes the Audi DNA and the ambition to shape the future of premium mobility. Looking at it, you can see, or I should say, you can feel that this car perfectly embodies Audi's innovative and pioneering spirit. Stephen, you know what? I think this is a clear trailblazer that allows Audi to rethink technology. For me, the car is the most sophisticated take on intelligent performance. Marcus, what do you think?
Well, the e-tron GT is the first battery electric model from Audi with a flat floor architecture. It shows what intelligent performance, emotional design and sustainability mean to us, and brings Vorsprung durch Technik to the road with 100% electric quattro drive, torque vectoring and four-wheel steering.
Can I touch it? Can I
Careful,
feel it?
careful.
Can I drive it?
No.
Okay, let's
Maybe
talk about
later.
that later. Let's discuss that later. There's so many different questions popping up in my head. So I'm just going to fire away. Hildegard and Marcus. First of all, how does all of that, what we can see and what you just said, translate into numbers? And, very importantly, what about the acceleration?
Well, Stephen, a lot of questions, but I'm standing next to the Audi RS e-tron GT, the high-performance model. And this car brings Vorsprung durch Technik to the road. You ask about electrical range? From 433 up to 472 kilometers, according to WLTP. That should take you quite a while. Top speed, 250 kilometers per hour. It's the most powerful Audi ever built. But you ask for acceleration? Ready to take this? From 0 to 100, 3.3 seconds. But you know, equally important for electric cars is the charging time. So charging time up to 80% capacity with up to 700 kilowatt at an 800 volt charging station, less than 23 minutes. You better rush with your coffee break.
These are really impressive numbers. And I have to say that the e-tron GT has fascinated me since my very first day at Audi. And I'm very happy that I was able to contribute to the car in terms of suspension and handling as we approached the finish line.
Hildegard, there's still one more question, not only important to me, but probably most people out there. What makes the e-tron GT sustainable?
Yeah, I think, Stephen, clearly the electric drive of the Audi e-tron GT is the perfect combination of powerful performance and high efficiency. And it comes from a plant that is CO2 neutral production on balance already today. But also there are recycled materials in the interior, like the seat fabric, and that is another proof of our sustainability approach in here. But you know, Stephen, I just love the design.
And I do too. And design is my cue, so thank you. A little Audi rhyme. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to introduce you to the man behind the design of the e-tron GT. He has designed more than 100 cars and invented a new Audi design language along the way. When he's not spending time in designing and creating new cars, he loves to sail and win the prestigious sailing race Kieler Woche. And I've heard that every time he enters the design studio, he puts the clock forward 4 years. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Marc Lichte.
Hi, Marcus.
Hey, Marc.
Hello, Hildegard.
Hi.
Hey, Marc.
Hi, Stephen.
Congratulations. It's fantastic to have you on the show. I mean, this is your baby. And I have one simple and straightforward question. Could you sum up the experience of giving birth to the e-tron GT in one single sentence?
Yes, I can, but Stephen, before, I have to tell you one thing.
Okay.
Ever since I was a young boy, I have been dreaming to become a car designer. And many years later, the dream came true. And today I'm working for more than 20 years as a professional designer. And with my team, we designed many very attractive, some iconic cars, for example, the Audi S7. But to answer your question and to sum up, this beauty here is by far the most attractive car I've ever drawn.
But I know it's not the last beautiful car he has designed, so more to come, actually.
You are right.
A very proud father. Mark and I love it too. I heard that the e-tron GT is not only just another new designed car, but the icon of a new era. Could you tell us why, especially, and what it meant for you to design it and create it?
Now, you have to know that the e-tron GT is the first battery electric vehicle based on a low-floor platform. And because of this, you have to know that aerodynamics are very important for an EV, because you can extend the range. And that's why we came up with a complete new design process. Before we did the first sketch, we went with the whole team for many weeks to the wind tunnel. And during this time, we created the volume and the shape of the car. And by this, we came up with some really sophisticated aerodynamic ideas, like the flush single frame, like this air curtain here, like the flush rocker, and my favorite detail, like this super fast, almost streamline shaped roofline. And and all these features together are the reason why we left the wind tunnel with a very low drag coefficient of 0.2. And that's the reason why we could increase the range by many, many miles.
But that's not all.
That's not all. No, talking about design. Stephen, you have to know that the basis for good design are proportions. And these proportions are simply awesome. But the proportions are defined by the package. And on this package, I have to say, is a technical masterpiece. There's a huge battery pack located in the floor, 95 kilowatt. It's very big. It is a real four-seater, and the result is that the overall height is 2 inches less than an S7. And the reason is that the engineers came up with a battery pack which has different height levels. And that's the reason why even a tall guy like me is able to have enough head clearance in the second row. And that's why this car it's a new or modern or very progressive interpretation of a classical GT. That means proportions like a super sports car and the usability of a real four-seater. And that's something completely new. And talking about details, please have a look to this super progressive daytime running lights. That is the next step in our light technology, this X, which visualizes laser light technology. The taillights are matching perfectly to the headlights, the precise LED band, which are running in these vertical elements. And this creates a unique and progressive expression. And, Stephen, my favorite detail, have a look to this muzzle. That's the widest muzzle we ever designed at Audi. And to sum it up, the e-tron GT embodies in perfection the next level of Audi's design language.
Mark, it's so great to listen to people who are so passionate and loving of their work. And once again, congratulations. And thank you very much for taking us behind the scenes and giving us an inside look on how you and your team have achieved and designed this amazing car. It's beautiful. And Mark, I guess, now it's back to the future for you. So have fun, enjoy, and once again, congratulations.
Appreciate it, thank you.
And now, another highlight. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got the pleasure to introduce a true Italian. As the head interior designer at Audi, she takes care of the things you can touch and feel, and the ones you can't.
Colors are around us, everywhere, in every moment. You just breathe it in. Be open to every kind of input. I am Simona Falcinella. I'm Italian, and I'm the responsible of the color and trim department in Audi Design. Every material has a different dimension. We're talking about the invisible or even the difficult to express. And now we touch. It's very important to bring to our client or in our product a readable material. In the e-tron GT, we are very proud to propose some option leather-free. In this case, for example, for this textile, we use a big percentage of sustainable fiber. And the big work we did is really to have a wool effect, a tailor-made men typical textile. No? When you enter in your car, every morning you sleep inside, no? So you have a very subtle sound, and you recognize this sound is your car. And it's still sporty and it's still perfect, so great. The gloss of the material is something that we work a lot. Never too shiny, never too matte. And I think the effect is Audi, totally essence Audi. I think that is really the subtle design that is touching the person, the perception. And the closer you get to the final product, this total creativity and freedom become technology. The strength of the color and trim department is really the teamwork. So we mix these three to that. We can talk hours about a shade of a color. We work separately, each one on his own, on the very expertise of the material. And then we get together and everything fits, everything works. It's kind of magic. As designers, we have the privilege, but even the responsibility to really direct our project since the first step towards a preservation of our planet. I am Simona Falcinella, and I'm dressing cars, let's say.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is a trailblazer in sustainable fashion and a Vogue Fashion Designer of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Stella McCartney from the UK. Stella, it's great to have you with us here tonight.
Hi, Hildegard. Hi, Mark. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm really excited to be with you guys today.
And we are really excited. Stella, both your company and Audi are global players. And what we do has, I would say, a global impact. At Audi, we believe that future is an attitude. We just don't want to wait for the future. We're developing, designing, and building it today. And I know that's driving you as well.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I think there's so many similarities between the way that you guys work at Audi and everything I do at Stella McCartney. It's really a brand for tomorrow here as well. You know, every single approach that we take in designing luxurious and desirable clothing for women means that we have to ask ourselves questions about how we get there. What is the technology we use? How are we manufacturing? How are we distributing our product in a more sustainable way? And I think that those two kind of problems together become really exciting, actually. I love that way of working. And, you know, we're always problem solving at Stella. We're always thinking out of the box and trying to collide those two worlds to make magic.
I think that sustainability is really the new premium, and the new e-tron GT goes and shows exactly that. And I hear that maybe we are using the same materials. Is that right, Stella?
Yeah, you know, I agree too. People ask me all the time what my idea of luxury is, and I really believe nature and time on this planet and respecting all of its creatures is probably the biggest luxury, other than sleep, that you can get these days. But yeah, we are actually using similar materials, which I find so exciting. And, you know, one of which is Econil, and it's an incredible, incredible material using waste and actually breaking it down in a non-chemical way and then allowing us to use those new fibers and to recycle the product into a new garment here at Stella. It's a wonderful, wonderful fabric to work with. I was so excited when I heard that we were both using that.
Stella, we are using exactly the same fabric for our seats and the carpets. And the reason is that my team has been looking at the whole range of materials. And I have to say, Econil really stood out. And not just because it's sustainable, but because of the very nice haptic qualities.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the garments in the room today that you see are using ECONYL, and it's wonderful. There's so many different ways in which you can use it. We used it actually recently in some of our Stellar wear, which is a new product that we've made that can be worn as swimwear or underwear, and it's kind of body shaping, and it's also tested for chlorine, and it's completely incredible. It basically it's woven, so it's really 99% zero waste. So that's super exciting way to work as well. And there are so many more new technologies coming up that we also use that can really answer some of the issues that we face.
Stella, when we do these sort of things, do you feel sometimes that there is a compromise in what we need to do in order to achieve the sustainability?
Compromise isn't a word that I really kind of take into my vocabulary. I think it's probably because I never have compromised. For me, is not an option because there's so many new ways of addressing these issues. And it kind of, for me, is as sexy and as exciting as being a designer and creating beautiful, dreamy, escapism products. Hand in hand with that goes how we're making them, and it's really exciting. And so compromise, no, I don't compromise.
I didn't really expect you to compromise. I can see how excited you are about all of these new materials that are coming into the world, and that's great. Do those inspire you in your daily work? What is your view on this?
Yeah, definitely. There are always limitations when you're working in this way, but I think when you're doing anything that's sort of uncharted waters, but we can still create a beautiful product. I don't think that anyone should sacrifice anything for sustainability. And I know, you guys at Audi have come to the table with some of the most beautiful design work and the most incredible technology. And there's no sacrifice there. These products are as sexy and as fast and as kind of, efficient as anything that came before. And you know what? That's the future. That is, you're answering a much needed problem and you're solving it. And this is the only way to work in my mind.
Stella, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to spend with us here tonight. It has been such a great pleasure talking to you and hearing all about the progress at Stella McCartney. Thank you so much, Stella. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for having me, and congratulations.
Thank you, Stella, and thank you, Mark. The e-tron GT is not only all electric, but it's fast too. Watch out.
Audi really wrote history.
Brilliant drive!
Motorsport is our DNA.
And that's a win!
This is what these guys have been working for.
The domination of Audi.
Audi has been very innovative when it comes to technology in motorsport.
It is a victory for Audi again.
So much racing history.
Christensen extends his record.
Of course, Audi did it again. Innovative technology with a hybrid winning Le Mans.
This is another famous win for the four hoops of Audi.
And then that was my time. Racing is the pinnacle of technologies, where technologies are pushed, are developed to the extreme, and then you can have a much better product for the roads out. The e-tron GT is for me the best car that Audi has ever produced.
The e-tron GT is a true embodiment of our Audi DNA.
It combines everything, and it's this high-performance GT, and of course the path to greater sustainability.
Nico, to prove how capable the e-tron GT really is, I'm gonna give you an edge and let you drive it while I drive my Formula E car. And we're gonna do a sprint there on that 8-mile setup.
I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be fascinating.
Oh, what a cool performance, really, from this road car. I mean, amazing, huh? Oh, and it was pulling like, we were like exactly the same performance all the way down. I lost out by like 2 meters. So awesome. I was so close. It was so close. It was very impressive. I didn't think it would get so close to the Formula E car on full race power, huh? So that was really convincing.
And now he's ready to enter the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nico Rosberg. Nice wheels, Nico. Wasn't expecting anything different.
Hi, Steven.
Good to see you.
Hi to everybody around the world.
What is it like to drive, as a race car driver, a vehicle like this at 2 miles per hour onto this great stage?
Well, I can say, no, of course, it's not difficult, but it was just an honor. It's an honor for me to drive the RS e-tron GT onto the stage for the world premiere. Awesome.
Nico, we are being joined by another sports legend from Sao Paulo. I believe that Lucas Di Grassi is here with us. Lucas!
Hi, Steven. Hi, Nico. How are you doing?
Hi, Lucas. Good, thank you.
Good. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Important few days here at home, as we're expecting the next, well, it could happen at any moment, my second child. So miss being in Germany, but I have to be here now.
Congratulations. Lucas, we saw that you and Nico had the pleasure to drive the e-tron GT, and you are allowed to hurt my feelings. What was it like, Nico?
I was so impressed because the acceleration that I could compete with a full-blown racing car, and then also the traction control so smooth, you know, it was really beautiful.
Lucas, same for you?
Yeah, I was really impressed on how close it was, because we're talking about a racing car, and you can see the transfer of technology straight away from the Formula E to the RS e-tron GT. And by the end of the day, me and Nico, we were really close to each other, like on the last meter, trying to see who will win.
Now, you're both race car drivers and know what it's like to drive high-powered cars at high speeds. Does it make a big difference when what you are driving is electric, Lucas?
Stephen, I've always loved electric cars. And since a few years now, we understand that they are the future. They are the future for sustainability. They are the future for a better planet. But when you drive for the first time the RS e-tron GT, it's a completely new experience. Just the amount of torque, the acceleration, the agility, and of course the build quality of Audi, the space inside, is like, for me, by far the best all-around Audi I've ever driven.
Nico, what do you say?
Well, first of all, driving that Audi is just also good for my conscience because it means that I'm playing my part in shaping the future of mobility and in making mobility more sustainable.
Fantastic. Lucas, as you said, you are expecting your second child, so you may be excused. Say hi to your lovely family. Stay safe and healthy, and all the very best to Sao Paulo. Thank you.
I will. Thank you, and enjoy.
All the best, Lucas.
Bye, Lucas. And you're staying with us? That's a great thing. Nico, you and Lucas have been talking very passionately about the e-tron GT from a racing driver's perspective. Now it's time to transfer that to the technical side of the e-tron GT to two people who are as passionate about performance as you are. Please welcome Linda Kurz and Siegfried Pint.
Hi, Steven. Hi, Nico.
Welcome. How are you?
Excellent.
Good.
Hello.
Hi.
Linda, I would love to hear from you as well. I know you've driven the car a lot. What are your thoughts?
So, I know the car from the very first prototype through to the finished product. And as you and Lucas said, the acceleration is just gorgeous. So my personal highlight during our test drives of the RS e-tron GT, acceleration. So when I'm sitting behind the steering wheel and when I'm pushing the pedal, the acceleration and its feeling is just gorgeous. And really every time it makes me smile again. And so you accelerate from 0 to 100 in only 3.3 seconds. And this is amazing, even compared to other RS models.
I'm very jealous, and we can all see that you are very much in love with this car. Understandable. It left a lasting impression on you. Siegfried, can you tell us a bit about how you achieved that power and speed and what the development was like?
Happy to do that, Stephen. More than 3 years ago, we had started from scratch and defined the purpose of the car from a customer perspective. And this is a high-performance Gran Turismo, 100% electric, and the Audi typical Quattro. From the very beginning, I've put an emphasis on implementing our powertrain and driving behavior DNA. Controlled, precise, and effortless.
So Siegfried, I didn't expect you to say that, but now I remember that when I was out on the testing grounds, it was always the same. And I've tried many, many other electric cars, and it's not the case with them. So really respect.
I mean, we were convinced that this would result in an outstanding balance between race car and luxury car, especially for me as a former race car engineer. And then we went into the engineering phase and added the necessary engineering ingredients like a low center of gravity and the adequate performance components. For me, the most emotional milestone was the first winter testing experience with the very first prototype. And to be honest, the only prototype we have had for a long time. Seeing the outstanding performance by driving through a twisty winter road and experiencing the controlled, precise, and effortless driving behavior still gives me goosebumps.
And for those goosebumps, we spend a lot of time into developing the driver's experience. So the Audi e-tron GT combines the advantages of a Gran Turismo with high performance. And in the interior, we have a driver-focused architecture.
Linda, thank you so much. Finally, the magic word. Ladies and gentlemen, we are leaving the outside of the e-tron GT and we are moving to the inside of this beautiful car. Linda, show us what we all want to see.
The architecture is inspired by the monoposto idea, which is typical design feature for sporty cars at Audi. So the interior is a pure Gran Turismo feeling. It's sporty, it's comfortable, and it's really wide feeling. And it's built for high daily usability because it comes as a 4+1 seater with sufficient headroom also in the rear of the car.
I would like to add some technical insights. We transformed the mechanical Quattro into a super-performing electric Quattro. Due to more than 10,000 Newton-meter at the wheel of the RS e-tron GT and the ability to transfer torque in an instant from front to rear and vice versa, we realized, as you said, Linda, an acceleration of 3.3 seconds from 0 to 100. This can be performed many times without any power degradation because we had engineered a tricky and robust thermal management system.
Siegfried, if I may, we've talked a lot about the powertrain now, but what really struck me was how stable the car was and how much comfort that gave. Can you tell us a little bit how you achieved that with the suspension?
Active air suspension and torque vectoring combined with a super fast stability and steering software matches the e-tron GT character and irons out even very uneven surfaces on the road. And on the other hand, it results in an outstanding traction level on appropriated surfaces.
So precision is really key for us at Audi, and precision is also key for the Audi e-tron GT. So the Audi e-tron GT is built at Böllinger Höfe, next to Neckarsulm, where craftsmanship meets smart factory, where digital processes meet precise hand-built quality.
Linda, your excitement is amazing, but hold your horses. Ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy the beauty and the facts about the e-tron GT. I just couldn't help myself. I finally had to take a seat. Really comfy, really beautiful. Nico.
If you do a good job tonight, Steven, I'm sure they'll let you try it.
Oh, that would be awesome. Nico, there's one topic that I would like to talk to you about. Racing and sustainability. Is that a contradiction?
So actually, more and more, it goes absolutely hand in hand. Motorsports is also going electric. And not only that, motorsports is going to be a vehicle to make e-mobility cool. And also, what's so important is this race-to-road transfer of technology, which Audi has done so well with the e-tron GT.
Thank you, Nico. The great thing is, dear audience and dear Nico, that we have just the right person to talk about this topic. She will tell us more about Audi and sustainability. Here's Audi's head of corporate strategy, Silja P.
Thank you, Steven.
Hi, Silja.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Great to be here.
Good to have you here. Now, Silja, the e-tron GT is fully electric and can be driven CO2 emission-free. What else is there to talk about?
There's one example, these special rims. They are made from carbon-reduced aluminum and have dedicated aerodynamic design for reduced energy consumption, both in production and in use. An aluminum closed-loop system reuses process scrap and saves energy and reduces the need for primary material. Also, the production at Böllingerhöfe is powered by renewable energy.
You mentioned Böllingerhöfe, which I know is your flagship project, but can you maybe tell us what else you're doing at Audi to become more sustainable?
Sure, there's so much more than that. Sustainability is a core value at Audi. It's an integral part of the Audi corporate strategy with focus on climate change. We are right in the middle of our biggest transformation ever in history and aim to be CO2 neutral by 2025 at our production sites. And of course, we already started. The production in Brussels, Győr, and Böllingerhöfe is CO2 neutral on balance. Besides that, we will introduce more than 30 electric vehicles until 2025, 20 of them fully electric.
So yeah, there's been lots of talk about batteries, the raw materials, and the production. Can you tell us more about the batteries in the e-tron GT?
You know, the battery is the key component regarding sustainability, as it's a major aspect of the carbon footprint. That's why we oblige our cell suppliers to use 100% renewable electricity. Also, we are part of the multi-stakeholder initiative Global Battery Alliance. It's a collaboration platform of 70 organizations founded in 2017 to help establish a sustainable battery value chain.
So yeah, thank you very much for all the insights. All the very best to you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Nico, please join me. There's one burning question, and I have to apologize because it's kind of personal. I've been always wanting to know what it's like to win a race, being up on that podium, and holding the trophy.
Steven, it's so emotionally powerful. Like, it's undescribable. And what's nice is that we're going to be able to give such a moment to a very, very deserving winner in a few moments, because we're going to hand out the Green Future Award.
And you are the co-founder of the Green Tech Festival. How did that come about?
Yes, indeed. I'm very, very proud of that, actually, because 3 years ago, my co-founders and I, we sat together and we said, it's such a pity there's no platform to bring together all the world's leading green technology and visionaries. And so we said, why don't we do it ourselves? And here we are today.
Good job. Ladies and gentlemen, stars, surprises, great revelations. What an evening. And we also have, as Nico just mentioned, an award to hand out. And every award ceremony needs a jury. So let's welcome Judith, Marco, and Henrik. Please join us on stage. Here they are. Hello, hello. Welcome, Judith and Marco from the Green Tech Festival, and welcome back, Henrik.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
Henrik, please explain, how did Audi and the Green Tech Festival get together?
You know, Steven, at Audi, we are leveraging technology to make our cars more sustainable. We all know that, but we don't stop there. And as you have seen in the last minutes, we are looking for people who share our mindset, because we all know the more we are, the greater the impact will be. And that's why we have become founding partner of the Green Tech Festival. Judith, Marco, Nico, they all live progress as we do. They're all passionate about change. And with their festival, they're bringing together like-minded people who create the future today. But I would say, Judith, tell us more about it.
Thank you, Henrik, for the kind introduction. And you're totally right. Green Tech Festival is all about future positive technology. We want to build an inspiring space for innovators and change makers because we believe that each one of us can make a difference. That's why we foster change and engage as many others as possible. We understand the Green Tech Festival as a hub that is connecting forward-thinking actors around the globe and inspires people with visions and innovations to live and enjoy a greener lifestyle.
Judith, that was very, very nicely said. If it's okay, Marco, maybe, because of course it doesn't stop there. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Yes, Nico. We founded the Green Awards in 2008, as you know, with a vision to create a platform for all the green innovations out there. And here we are now preparing edition number 14 for summer and giving out a special award now on this beautiful occasion today, the Green Future Award. The collaboration with our founding partner Audi shows that you can't think about the future without considering sustainability, and that is based on our shared mindset. Together we will, together we can, and together we are already achieving a positive impact. And that gives us a lot of hope and drive, not only in the case of Audi.
I would say thank you, Marco. And it's the celebration of progress tonight. And as you said, it's all about creating impact. Judith, what is the Green Future Award all about? Please be so kind and share it with the audience.
The Green Future Award, as a special prize, highlights the potential of sustainable technologies for our future cities. We want to show that they can improve the actual quality of life and helping to save the environment at the same time. Together with Audi, we want to support the founders in their projects and encourage the public dialogue. We had outstanding projects in the competition, and I'm really excited who will get the winner today.
Thank you, Judith. And here are our 3 nominees.
As a local government leader, you are constantly listening to the community you serve in order to make decisions that impact their lives. This is where Zen City comes in. Zen City helps local governments better understand the needs and priorities of their community. Working with hundreds of local governments of all sizes, we aggregate and anonymize resident discourse data from a variety of sources in real time. Designed specifically for local government, our dashboard allows you to dive into trending topics, manage your data around key issues, initiatives, or even agency departments, and examine changes over time. Using advanced AI, you can create a more trusting, connected, and engaged community. Connect with Zen City.
Claire Asphalt is our innovative solution for your fight against the consequences of increasing traffic loads. The asphalt is strewn with concrete granulate made with titanium dioxide. This titanium dioxide develops a photocatalytic effect, thereby the nitrogen oxides are reconverted into nitrates. Claire Asphalt reduces the air pollution with nitrogen oxides by up to 26%. By simply adding the function of nitrogen oxide degradation, cities can implement the change immediately without the need for enormous preparation. Claire Asphalt can prevent driving bans.
Every human is producing waste, and we think that until the last man survives on the planet Earth, he will produce a waste. It's one of the major problems of the humankind on our planet. The technologies made significant progress, but the waste management and waste collection, it's still as 30 years ago. And by combining technology and the best knowledge from the waste management, we believe that Sensoneo as a solution is the solution for today's problem of waste management. Advanced analytics is a powerful tool which will explain the waste in your city. You can analyze every single street, every single stand, and you see how much general waste is produced at the stand and how much separated waste is produced at the stand.
This is the trophy. This is the Green Future Award that we are handing out now. And here they are, our 3 nominees. Say hello to Ina, from Strabag in Bad Hersfeld, to Asaf from Zen City in Tel Aviv, and to Andrea from Sensoneo in Bratislava. Ina, are you okay? Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm fine and I'm happy. Thank you.
A little bit nervous. Asaf, what about you?
All good, all good. Very excited. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being here. And Andrea, are you in good spirits?
Absolutely, and also curious about the result.
This is a biggie. So, ladies and gentlemen, Judith, it's up to you.
Yes, what can I tell you? It's just amazing to see our 3 nominees over here, and I can tell you it was quite hard for the jury to pick the winner.
Here we go. The winner of the Green Future Award is Zen City! Congratulations, Asaf!
Thank you. Thank you guys very much. It's a great honor.
Asaf, we have talked a lot about making an impact. Can you describe the difference Zen City makes?
Definitely. So the big difference that Zen City is making around the world is enabling local governments to better listen to their residents.
Asaf, we think your data-driven approach is amazing. Could you please tell us how can digitalization contribute to a more sustainable world from your point of view?
Definitely. I think digitalization goes hand in hand with efficiency. And if we're looking to make our world more efficient on all different aspects, we're definitely going to be also contributing to sustainability.
Thank you so much for taking the time. And once again, Asaf, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And to all 3 nominees, keep up the good work. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to meet another long-time and very important partner of Audi. They share the same attitude of living progress. They are team players in the true sense of the word. They are one of the biggest and most successful names in the world of team sports, with fans and fan clubs around the globe.
Audi and FC Bayern. We're so much more than just 2 global players. We're more than just an association of 2 famous names. More than just a club and a sponsor. But what is it that brings a soccer club and a car manufacturer together? It's a partnership of like-minded people and a passion. A passion for being the best. A passion for tradition. And a passion for tomorrow. FC Bayern can only win as a team. And at Audi, we can only stay ahead if we work together closely. And that's why we teamed up. Because as a team, we can achieve what no one has achieved before. In soccer and on the road.
Welcome back, Hildegard.
Hey, Stephen, how is it going?
Perfect.
All
I'm having a blast. What about you?
Well, amazing. I watched you behind the scenes and it's going well, isn't it?
Thank you very much. I'm having a great time. Hildegard, please do the honors of introducing our next guest. Who is it?
It's a pleasure. But yeah, it's a bit of a pity because he can't be with us for the celebration of progress. But his team is currently playing the Club World Cup. But still, he took the time to say a little hello. And I'm sure you all know whom I'm speaking about. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Hildegard. Good evening, Germany.
Good evening, Karl-Heinz. I'm really happy that you found the time, and I can imagine how pressured your schedule is today.
Unfortunately, I can't be with you tonight. We are honored to be included in such a great event. We even put the e-tron GT signature on our stadium wall, and I can't wait to drive the car by myself.
Thank you so much, Karl-Heinz. And I agree, this is an amazing look of the Allianz Arena, and good luck for the upcoming games. We all keep our fingers crossed. Thank you so much, Karl-Heinz.
Time has been flying with all that excitement, especially when you're having fun. And we're almost at the end of the show, which has also been a great example of impeccable teamwork.
True.
Hildegard, as the host of this evening, I leave the final words to you.
Thank you so much, Stephen, and thank you for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, We've got the result of our teamwork right in front of us. The e-tron GT starts a new era, and it's only been possible due to the future-oriented mindset of everybody at Audi worldwide. So allow me to spare a very big thank you to the whole team that made this possible. So before the show ends, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us tonight, for staying with us on your screens. It's been a pleasure of celebrating the next chapter of Audi's history together with you, and I look forward to seeing you soon in the future.
Progress is the driver of our future.
Baby, don't make me spell it out for you.
Audi is definitely the most progressive premium car manufacturer.
Can't be explained, but I can try for you. Baby, don't make me spell it out for you. You keep on asking me the same questions.
Progress is trying to do it better every single day and living and breathing that. And this is what Audi does so well.
By the way I use my compression, that you got the answers to my confessions. It's like I'm powerful with a little bit of tinder.
This is where passion, courage, and curiosity come together, and progress emerges.
No one does it better. There's nothing better. It's just the way you make me feel. It's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel. That's just the way you make me feel.
So close.
Progress is to be today aware of yesterday.
That's just the way you make me feel. Oh, that's just the way that I feel now, babe. Good God, I can't help it now.
I'm really proud being part of that transformation, bringing high performance into the electric world.
I'm powerful with a little bit of tinder and emotional sexual bender.
What is bringing us together is believing in what we do.
There's nothing better. Damn, that's just the way you make me feel.
I think we all know that you can't do it alone, you can't be successful on your own.
For us, the focus is on shaping tomorrow's mobility today.
That's just the